And we are back. The lovely House of the Dragon. We just finished A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, A Night of the Nine Kingdoms, as it renamed itself later on. However, it's time to figure out, hey, those dragons everyone was talking about, and be like, hey, the Targaryens don't really have them anymore. Where do they all go? Hopefully the show will give us some more definitive answers as to what's going on, because we're traveling back in time. I believe this is the earliest prequel for Game of Thrones that we have currently available. I know a lot of people are more interested in like stuff like Aegon's Conquest, but yet to have had a show made sufficiently to cover anything pertaining to that. So here we are, House of the Dragon, Episode 1, The Heirs of the Dragon. Looking forward to see what we get into, and as always, if you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button for me. And if you enjoy the content, you know what to do. YouTube's usual algorithm, gotta feed the beast, keep it happy, otherwise it won't promote your video, and otherwise it won't promote this video out to other like-minded viewers such as yourselves, so other people can see this and have other people other than me to talk to in the comment section. So that being said, let's do further, and let's engage.
In those days, House Targaryen stood at the height of its strength, with 10 adult dragons under its yoke.
Yeah, that would do it. We saw, or we think we know, what can happen if you have at least 3 dragons from Aegon, so 10. Yeah, I think they're in charge.
Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, the king's eldest descendant, and her younger cousin, Prince Viserys Targaryen, the king's eldest male descendant.
Declared by all lords paramount and lords vassal of the Seven Kingdoms that Prince Viserys Targaryen be made Prince of Dragonstone.
Rhaenys, a woman, would not inherit the Iron Throne.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of fits with the narrative from everything that we know about Westeros. They were forward in some areas. In other areas, very backwards. Not very progressive when it came to women, though. Not that progressive.
Jaehaerys called the Great Council to prevent a war being fought over his succession. For he knew the cold truth. The only thing that could tear down the House of the Dragon was itself.
You are your own worst enemy 9 times out of 10, so having a whole bunch of dragons fighting each other would be epic. But also, not so epic when you have to consider the fact you're the only one that has them. Yeah, I'm not sure that's what I would want to call your average day. I don't ever want to look up and there's just a giant dragon floating and ascending and soaring above my town. No thanks.
Welcome back, Princess. I trust your ride was pleasant.
Try not to look too relieved, sir.
I am relieved. Every time that golden beast brings you back unspoiled, saves my head from a spike.
I love him, but I also know him from The Hobbit, so anytime we can see Dwalin out there in the world, I'm happy about it.
You will lie in this bed soon enough, Rhaenyra. This discomfort is how we serve the realm.
I'd rather serve as a knight and ride to battle in glory.
We have royal wounds, you and I. The childbed is our battlefield.
I mean, yeah, if your options are, hey, your only use of the realm is being pregnant, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd be exploring my other options right about now.
Do you think Daemon is distracted by his present tasks, and that his thoughts and energies are occupied?
Well, one would hope so, considering the associated costs.
Then let us all consider your gold well invested, Lord Beesbury.
I would urge that you not allow this triarchy much latitude in the stepstones, Your Grace. If those shipping lanes should fall, it will beggar our ports.
The Crown has heard your report, Lord Corlys, and takes it under advisement.
Interesting that he only went quiet for Otto. Jaehaerys has been talking this whole time. Well, Viserys, I should say, has been talking this whole time, and you've been back and forth banter with it. But all of a sudden, Otto starts talking, and you start getting real quiet. Also, shout out to Beesbury, because, you know, we had the Beesbury boy who passed away during the Night of Seven Kingdoms. Yeah, this whole back and forth bantering thing between uncle and niece. why is it bordering on some, it's the Targaryens. You know what I'm saying.
Is it healing?
It has grown slightly, Your Grace. Can you say yet what it is?
We've sent inquiries to the Citadel. They are searching the text for similar cases.
It's a small cut from sitting a throne. It's nothing.
Yeah, the thing is, everyone spends all this time fighting about this damnable chair, not realizing that sitting atop a sword, or a stack of them, I should say, probably A, not comfortable, B, probably not all that safe.
Brother city has fallen into squalor. Crime of every breed has been allowed to thrive. No longer.
Oh boy, so eccentric uncle is the bad boy of the family. Does not know how to behave, doesn't know how to act, and he likes to take things to the furthest level of degree that he possibly can.
Raver! No! 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 No!
Oh. So basically whatever your instrument is of your crime is what we're removing. Yikes.
Do you want them mugged, raped, murdered? You mightn't know this unless you left the safety of the Red Keep, but much of King's Landing is seen by the small folk as lawless and terrifying. Our city should be safe for all its people.
I agree. I just hope you don't have to maim half of my city to achieve this.
Time will tell.
I don't really like that give and take there. It's like, time will tell. Well, what do you mean? I need these people to pay my taxes so that they can take care of my royal lifestyle, which, again, Otto is very out of touch with, but Daemon, I'm not sure how common folk you are when you've probably arrived via Dragonback.
This council has, at great expense, bettered the City Watch to your exacting standards. Enforce my laws, but understand, any further performances like last night's will be answered.
Understood, Your Grace.
Yeah, he's smiling because he doesn't believe you. He's called your bluff already. He's like, yeah, you're gonna discipline me? Sure. It's what happens when you have a soft-handed king. It's like, I'm not saying you gotta go full, a Joffrey, but you could be a little bit more rigid.
May the luck of the Seven shine upon all combatants!
A mystery now? No, a Cole of the Stormlands. I've never heard of House Cole.
Yeah, if we're name-dropping people this early as a formidable knight, this individual is going to be someone that the series has to deal with at some point in time, so Cole from the Stormlands. Keep an eye out for him.
For his first challenge, Prince Daemon Targaryen chooses Sir Gawain Hightower of Old Town, eldest son of the Hand of the King.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this out there. That's not a good idea. Daemon is using a lot of his issues to settle some personal beef with Otto via his son. Yeah, 100%. That was on purpose.
During a difficult birth, it sometimes becomes necessary for the father to make an impossible choice.
Well, speak it.
To sacrifice one or to lose them both.
Talk about a can't-win situation. I thought this show was supposed to be a lot happier.
Cole will now tilt against Sir Daemon Targaryen, Prince of the City.
More or less what I'm gathering from this is Cole is exactly who Dunk thought he was. Cole is a nobody. Right now is fighting the prince in the finals. Dunk didn't even get that far.
Yield. Yield.
Yeah, humility's not really the Targaryen trait. We decide to showboat, get smacked in the back, and then are shocked that we lost and take it in poor stride. Go figure.
Congratulations, Your Grace. You have a son.
Congratulations? What do you mean, congratulations? Like your wife is just laying there, like, dead. And the words we're going to use is congratulations? Not what I would have chosen. He lost them both. Yikes. I don't even know what to say. Just yikes. That's gonna live with you rent-free for the rest of your days.
Dracarys!
So fire can't kill a dragon. But when a Targaryen dies, we have a burning pyre funeral. For what purpose?
Your Grace, this is the last thing any of us wish to discuss at this dark hour, but I consider the matter urgent.
What matter?
That of your succession. These recent tragedies have left you without an obvious heir.
The king has an heir, my lord has.
Despite how difficult this time is, Your Grace, I feel it important the succession be firmly in place for the stability of the realm.
The succession is already set, by precedent and by law.
Shall we say his name? Daemon Targaryen.
If Daemon were to remain the uncontested heir, it could destabilize the realm.
The realm? Or this council?
I get we need to figure out this whole succession plan. If I'm Viserys, I just killed my wife, lost my son, and now you're trying to have me remove my entire family's legacy from the throne within hours of the funeral. I'm whooping everybody's butt immediately.
And she already has a male
Just
heir.
moments ago, you announced your support for Daemon.
If we cannot agree on an heir, then how can we My expect a wife realm? and son are dead! I will not sit here and suffer crows that come to feast on their corpses!
There we go. It's like, I was waiting for the emotional outburst of, hey, you're still a Targaryen, right? We're still prone to acting up and acting out. I understand you're soft for a king and soft for a man, and good men shouldn't lead a cruel realm such as this, but at the end of the day, they are besmirching you, your household, your dead family members, recent dead family members, I may add, and everything you stand for blatantly in front of your face, and you're just letting them walk you around like this. Stand up to them or start removing them before this gets any further.
How is His Grace?
Very low. Which is why I sent for you. I thought you might go to him, offer him comfort.
What? Well, hey, hold the phone here. Comfort? Why you sending a young gal to go comfort a man who just lost his wife? What are we thinking here, Otto? Because this looks sleazy just on the surface. If you dig deeper into it, I'm assuming it's worse.
What is it, Alicent?
I thought I might come and look in on you, Your Grace. I brought a book.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Okay, good. This is just as awkward as we're all hoping it's gonna be. And we hope that flame never kindles, because... yeah... I know he's not as old in the book as he is here, but yikes. Let the man just play with his imaginary city in his room. He's not harming anybody in here. Leave him be.
Last night, Prince Daemon bought out one of the pleasure houses on the Street of Silk to entertain officers of the City Watch and other friends of his.
Gods give just as the gods take away.
He toasted Prince Balon,
The king's son.
styling him the heir for a day.
Yep. We went from the slightly rebellious, kind of fun uncle who has a short temper to kind of a dickhead really quickly.
My family has just been destroyed. But instead of being by my side or Rhaenyra's, you chose to celebrate your own rise! Laughing with your whores and your leg spittles!
I mean, is anybody going to sit here and defend Daemon? Anybody. I'll wait. There's not a soul out there.
Have you asked me to be your hand?
Why would I do that?
Because I'm your brother. And the blood of the dragon runs thick.
Then why do you cut me so deep?
I've only ever spoken the truth. I see Otto Hightower for what he is.
An unwavering and loyal hand.
A cunt.
That's one way of describing Otto.
You are to return to Runestone and your lady wife at once. And you are to do so without quarrel. By order of your king.
Shout out to the Kingsguard, man. Like, literally took half a step and everyone already closed in, hands on swords, ready to go. Daemon isn't someone to mess around with. And at the end of the day, Daemon is right that Viserys is weak. I don't think calling his dead son the heir for a day was ever a wise choice of action.
The idea that we control the dragons is an illusion. They're a power man should never have trifled with. One that brought Valyria its doom. If we don't mind our own histories, it will do the same to us. Targaryen must understand this to be king. Or queen.
That's a weird way of saying, hey, I was wrong, I'm sorry. It's just like, everyone pushed me into this, so now I have to kind of catch up for lost time. It doesn't feel all that sincere.
Give me your hand.
Yeah, that doesn't look like he's going back without drama. You went to the House of Prostitutes, grabbed your girl, and are now initiating her to your dragon. This is like meeting your parents, but on like a whole other level of danger.
And if the world of men is to survive, a Targaryen must be seated on the Iron Throne. A king or queen, strong enough to unite the realm against the cold and the dark. Aegon called his dream the Song of Ice and Fire.
Shout out to the book series, because boy, do we rarely, if ever, touch upon that, I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Episode 1 kind of feels like she don't want it. Like, a lot happened in episode 1. But it feels like Rhaenyra wants nothing to do with this, just based upon her facial expressions. But again, this is a girl who wants to be free, she's a teenager, she's rebellious, and she's a Targaryen to boot. So that rebellious nature has not been quashed because no one has ever said no to a Targaryen as long as they've had dragons. So things are going to be pretty interesting. Daemon seems hell-bent on rebellion, and Viserys has had a, let's just say a rough episode 1. Either through his own actions or otherwise. He's not in not in the driver's seat for what's going on in his kingdom whatsoever, and he's just trying to get ahead for lost time. I'm assuming next episode we'll try and figure out an heir and everything going on in that situation. And if you want to be there for that, as always, you know where the subscribe button is. You know all the usual YouTube metrics that help the video out. Thank you each and every one of you for your time as always. I've been the Sarcastic Geek. I'll see you in the next episode.